Welcome in, everybody. I'm Joey, and a little something different for you this week. We've been running a lot of online multiplayer lately, so I figured let's switch it up and run some rivals this week, but not any rivals. We're going to do 10 laps on a track I haven't done rivals on yet before, the Nürburgring GP, and we're going to do it in the Shelby Cobra. So I'm going to limit myself to those 10 laps, and we're going to see how far I can get up the leaderboard. So here is the board. Mosby's got the #1 time in the US at a 1 minute 53, and down here in 19th is the fastest Shelby Cobra time. That's OG Slow Lane with a 1 minute 57. Now, I'm probably not going to get anywhere near those guys, but 50th has a 1 minute 58. So I'm going to set a goal for a sub 2 minute lap, and we'll see how well we can do from there. Alright, here we go, lap 1 of 10 at the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. I am going to count lap 1 as one of the 10 laps, even though we're starting from a stop position, because I am going to get some practice here. So I'll fast forward a little bit, but here, coming up to the chicane, I proved that I am a massive head ass and go straight off the track on what should be a full speed corner. Now what that's going to do is not only make this lap a dirty one, but it's also going to make my second lap a dirty one too, because it was within like the 3 last corners of the lap. So we're going to pick it up here at lap 3, and the clown show continues. I go straight off the track at turn 1, and ironically I get an achievement. Your shit pussy boy for 1,000 gamer score. I expect nothing less from Bill Microsoft and the shitty corporation he's running over there at Xbox. And that was a real achievement, by the way. I didn't just overlay some text there. It actually said that. Regardless, we're on lap 4 now, and hopefully the clown show finally fucking ends and I can show you some actual gameplay and I don't have to make fun of myself. So let's talk about the Cobra. Insane acceleration coupled with great handling. There is a reason this thing is up so high on all those leaderboards, but around the sharp corners, it feels a little weird sometimes. If you've driven some of the classic cars in Forza, you'll most likely know what I mean. It's hard to describe, but at times the car feels loose, especially through some of the low speed turns. The same thing happens in the Ford GT40 too. Something weird going on with these classic cars, but otherwise this Cobra is an absolute beast. Now I've finally managed to get through the first sector of the track and stay clean. Quite the achievement for lap 4 here. But for those of you that aren't as familiar with rivals, getting a clean lap time is everything. You can set dirty laps and still pop up on the leaderboard, but you're going to be all the way down at the bottom of the board. All of the clean laps are funneled to the top, and the dirty ones are funneled to the bottom. So you want to set a clean lap, and that will skyrocket your position in the rankings. So coming around turn 12 now, carrying as much speed as I possibly can onto the straight and sticking to the left side so that I can take a nice line into turn 13 and not go off the track this time and not have to lift. Then braking at the first board on the right side to get a good line into the chicane, hooking up very nicely with that first apex, but not quite getting the exit I was looking for out of the second. That's definitely going to cost me a couple of tenths on the lap time overall. But I can't complain because we're finally going to set a clean lap time here. Pedal to the metal, down the final straight, and across the line. That's going to be a 2.0.9. So basically a 2 minute and 1 seconder. And I'm happy with that because I've got 5 laps to shave off 1 second, which would put me under 2 minutes. Skipping forward to the beginning of the Schumacher S now, and I'm going to carry quite a bit of speed into the first apex, and then carry too much speed into the second, not quite get the car turned nearly as much as I needed to, and I'm into the grass. So that's lap 5, down the drain. It's all Bill Microsoft's fault. It has nothing to do with my lack of skill, and to say so would be absolutely ridiculous. Then, at the end of lap 6, I was on a really solid lap time. Crossing the line, I gained 7 tenths on lap 6, so a really solid improvement. That gets me to a 2.02. So now if I can shave just 3 tenths off that time, I'm sub 2 minutes. Lap 7 wasn't going all that great. You can see coming into the chicane here, the Ghost is already ahead of me by about 500 feet, and I make matters worse by going over the curb with all 4 tires. That's not going to bode well for lap 8. That's going to make it dirty, and so we're just going to go ahead, skip through that, and go straight to lap 9, where I really have to clutch up now if I want to get that sub 2 minute mark. But of course, very characteristically, I fuck up at turn 1. I go a little too deep, but it's not over yet. I'm still ahead of the Ghost. I move to the right to get a nice line into turn 2, and I'm going to do something very similarly, coming here around turn 3, moving over to the left side to get a good line into turn 4, and I nearly put 4 tires off the track again, but apparently I kept a couple of them on there. I'm not complaining. We're staying clean and we're staying ahead of the Ghost. Those are 2 very important factors here. Going a little wide, but coming back for a late apex, which is going to allow me to carry quite a bit more speed down the straight, so regaining the lead from the Ghost here. Now, I'm 9 laps in, and somehow I haven't flown straight into the sand coming around this right-hander. I don't know what it is about that turn, but I always brake way too late. It's always throwing me off, and I'm always in that sand. But this session, I'm doing okay. I've got it down pretty well, and I actually lose a bit of time to the Ghost coming through the Schumacher S's. I gain that time back on the straight, a little bit of it at least. And then coming around turn 11 here onto the next straight, I'm going to start to reel them in even more. Now that Lotus is getting bigger with every passing second as we start to close the gap, looking for the first board on the right side, braking slightly after it, turning left into the first apex, turning right into the second. We're side by side, and that acceleration is going to take me right by the Ghost into the final corner, and we're only going to build on that lead down the back straight here, getting a little squirrely on the back end, but still keeping it all together. Coming down to the line, that's going to be a 1:59.7. Let's go, baby. That's a sub 2 minute. That is exactly what I was looking for. That was the goal, and we got there within 10 laps. That is a good deal. As you just saw there, lap 10 ended up being a dirty one, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to celebrate finishing our 10 laps with a bit of a nasty roll here, and then we'll go check the leaderboards and see where we came in. Alrighty, here we are on the post-race menu, and that 1:59.7 is going to put me 81st in the US and 229th in the world. I am happy with that. For 10 laps, I will take that any day of the week. And I want to know what you guys did. If you guys also tried this challenge, let me know what you guys were able to do in 10 laps, and put that down in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys did. And before I sign off, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody. We hit 100 subscribers on the channel this week, and that is so awesome. Every single day I wake up, the first thing I do is I check the subscribers on the channel, and every single time I see it go up by 1, it makes my day, and I just can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all. So the videos are gonna keep coming. I've got a lot of stuff planned for the rest of this Forza and for the new Forza as well. So stick around if you're already subscribed. If you're not subscribed, do it. What are you doing? And I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.